Did you know he was coming before?
I didn't know. I saw him in the crowd, and I was excited to see him. Obviously, he had a great summer and plays for the team in my hometown, so in the bigger town. So, but no, it's great player. Great to see him. They love basketball, so great to have him.
And you got a chance to get the win in front of him for your team. Take me through this game and just kind of what ignited for your group, especially there in the fourth quarter, that allowed you guys to get over that hump and get it together.
Yeah, I think we struggled in that second with our defense, but if you look at first, third, and fourth, our effort and defense was consistent. As we know, they're a good three-point shooting team, and we got hurt at times, and they still made 15 of them, almost 40%. So, as I said, a team that likes to shoot the three, we needed to rebound. A lot of them were second chance points that we didn't finish possessions. But then we cleaned it up. I think we came together. We had good energy. We were not disappointed. A lot of times, a lot of our guys just get down on themselves, and we have to find the way to support each other and keep fighting. And I think the group did it, and they did a great job.
When it comes to finding ways, so many guys had a spot in this, but when you look at fourth quarter performances by Noah, Shake, what impressed you about how they kind of helped lead that charge?
Yeah, it's very selfless. I mean, obviously they scored, but like they were ready to shoot. Like Shake, obviously, his package is more off the dribble, but he was ready to shoot. Same as Noah, he had some mistakes, but then the ball was going in. So, you mix in a positive and a negative, and that's completely okay. You just gotta keep playing and fight through it. Like you said, everybody, CJ, I think he, kept us right there. He's our movement guy. He creates a lot of attention, and, he's running miles and miles and miles, and a lot of times he's not the one taking the shot, but he definitely, brought that composure to the group and helped us in big-time moments that we were able to take the lead and then close the game.
There have been times when you guys have struggled offensively, both getting used to, a different point guard and also not having Cam. And for 3 quarters, I think you guys are shooting about 44%. Was there anything specific that you saw that allowed you guys to, I think, be 7 of 11 from deep in the fourth, 56% in the fourth? Was there anything that changed either schematically with you guys or maybe on their end?
No, I think it's easier to get out and run when you get stops. It's different pace to the game, right? The shots are, it's different when this defense is set all the time. So I think our defense allowed us to, get better movement and better shots. The other thing is just keep believing that the good shots are the best way to go. And then if we're in the crash zone, we have to go and crash the glass. And I think our guys, we lost right there the battle, but 13 second chance points, 6 for 10 is pretty good. Jay Will had a big one late in the fourth. And those extra points, extra possessions are huge. So, I think that the defense helped our offense, and that's how it usually is in the NBA.
You mentioned before about the guys using their voice and being that vocal leader. There was times where without Dorian, but he was like in the huddle coaching the guys along, and then you saw a lot of times when Nick was kind of also that vocal guy. And what did you see from everyone and just like how they're able to use their voice and kind of help rally them, even when guys not playing?
Yeah, I think that it's all that turns into positive energy, and it was Doe, it was Ben, it was Nick, and it was CJ. Especially they are the grown-ups on the team. And we need them to keep doing that because, that positive energy helps making a run. And the NBA basketball is a game of runs. And those guys help us as coaches because their voice means a lot to the group. It's different if coaches we keep saying over and over. But, I felt like a great support. And those guys, they did it on their own. So proud of them.
Speaking of Dorian, I know you mentioned before that you were going to wait and see kind of like how his on-court workouts went, and maybe he got a little too excited this morning at shoot-around about saying he was going to be able to play. Just did something happen, or kind of like what changed from Dorian thinking that or saying that he was going to play to being out?
Yeah, nothing happened. It was like discomfort, and obviously we're not going to force it. We want him to be 200%, and he was disappointed because he was so excited to play, and he really wants to help the guys, and he still does it, like you said, with his voice. I'm pretty sure he'll do his best, but again, we'll assess tomorrow and we'll see where he's at.
With Noah, I mean, you talked about development. I'm curious with Noah, what you've seen from his development over the last, since the Cleveland game, really, that's allowed him to be as consistently effective as he's been.
Noah Clowney?
Yes, I'm sorry. Noah.
Yeah, I mean, trying to do the right things. He's playing the perimeter spot 1 through 4. He's playing the 5. He's letting it fly. Also defensively, he's finding the way to be physical without fouling. There's things that he can clean up, but this is it's a process and you have to go through it. I just want him that mentally, to control the ups and downs. And, we believe in him and we believe in all these guys that if they put their work in and they try to do the right things, for the most part, it will always work out. And he's an example. He's been amazing. The whole summer right now, it's paying off because he had an amazing summer. And that's the culture that we want to establish. Work, get 1% better, care about your teammates, connect with them, do what's best for the team, and we'll be in a good place.
You guys have to play tomorrow now back at Barclays for Ben. Has anything changed when it comes to his recovery process of playing in back-to-backs?
So he's done a great job. As you guys know, his minutes have increased. And then I'm going to keep that, that to myself right now, see how he feels, and then he may or may not play tomorrow based on, what the norm has been with his back-to-backs. He's done a great job. We need his space, we need his defense, we need his rebounding, and we'll assess for sure and let you guys know tomorrow. Thank you.
Congrats.